How to witness to an atheist or agnostic. God's word tells us that the fool says, "There is no God." The fool hath said in his heart, "There is no God." They are corrupt, they have done abominable works, there is none that doeth good. Psalm 114. The definition of a fool is a person who acts unwisely or imprudently, a silly person. Oxford Dictionary. God's word conveys that humanity is without excuse in denying the existence of God, in that there is overwhelming proof that God exists based on the creation. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. Romans 1:20. Evolution and atheist theory wants us to believe in the Big Bang theory, that the intricate complexity and order of everything we see and are today came from a random explosion. In other words, they want us to believe the scientific impossibility that nothing created everything. It's basic common sense to understand that a building can't build itself, a painting can't paint itself, and a creation can't create itself. Just as it's proof the building had a builder and the painting had a painter, every creation had a creator. Our God is an intelligent designer and creator. Just look at the systematic complexity and design, not just all around us, but in us. Look at the detailed complexity of the eye, which surpasses by far any high-tech camera or telescope by NASA. The following is an excerpt from an article from an optometrist. In short, the eye is nothing short of a wonder organ, as it can control the amount of light it takes in through muscles in the iris. These muscles contract and relax to alter the size of the pupil. The light first passes through the cornea and then moves into the lens. This part of the eye bends the light, ultimately onto the retina. The powerhouse of the eye, the retina, is covered in millions of light-sensitive receptors, known as rods and cones. Each receptor contains pigment molecules. These ultra-sensitive receptors are shapeshifters when hit by light. In response, they trigger an electrical message that travels to the brain via the optic nerve. Vision is truly a miracle when you consider that our eyes are only able to produce two-dimensional images. The brain's advanced processing means it's able to build these flat pictures into a 3D view. Our eyes are positioned about 2 inches apart, so each sees the world from a slightly different angle. The brain compares the two pictures, using the differences to create the illusion of depth. Color is another variable entirely. Open your eyes and you experience a wide variety of colors. But the reality is that you can only detect 3 different wavelengths of light, corresponding to green, blue, and red. Combining these 3 signals in the brain creates millions of different shades. Can you imagine how different life would be if you just saw in green, red, and blue like our pets do? So, as you can see, vision is a result of your eyes and brain working together to allow you to take in the beauty of the world. Again, atheists would have us believe the scientific impossibility that nothing created everything. Atheists assert that the Big Bang explosion brought together complex and intelligent order. There has never been a scientific record of any explosion in or outside of a laboratory in which an explosion brought forth order. It's a scientific law that explosions bring chaos and disorder, never order. It's vital to point out that evolution is not a science, but a theory. Science, according to Science Daily, is a scientific method based on the collection of data through observation and experimentation. Another core theory of evolution is that during the evolution process, they claim there was a change of kind. They believe the theory that a fish changed into a monkey. See, that's not a change of species like a trout to a salmon, but an entire change of kind. For example, there are various species of dogs that changed over time from the original dog species model into poodles, German shepherds, pit bulls, etc. However, they are all still dogs. They didn't change kind. Evolutionists recently presented an even stranger theory to the world, introducing the theory that the barnyard chicken is the ancient ancestor of the dinosaur. Live science says of Darwinian evolution, it can turn dinosaurs into birds, apes into humans, and amphibious mammals into whales. Once again, there has never been an observable test of a species changing its kind. No record ever showed a dog turning into a turtle, a fish turning into a cat, or a monkey turning into a human. So because there is no observable data of evolution, it is classified as a theory and not a science. Evolution's excuse, according to their most notable and respected atheist, Richard Dawkins, is, we are condemned to live only for a few decades, and that's too slow, too small a time scale to see evolution going on. Charles Darwin said, we see nothing of these slow changes in progress until the hand of time has marked the lapse of ages. In other words, there is no observable proof. Atheism is a belief based on blind faith. Another colossal obstacle that atheism can't get around is DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. But before we go there, the following is a great way to set the stage when witnessing to an atheist or agnostic. DNA is the instruction book of life. Ask the following abstract question to an atheist. Do you believe a book can make itself? The paper's molecules just came together perfectly and formed the precise size, weight, and color with chronological page numbers. Then the ink came down and formed the numbers, letters, sentences, pictures, and colors in perfect coherent order. Then the pages are wrapped and bound in a perfectly designed book cover, which has an ISBN number manifested on the back in sync with a network of libraries and bookstores. This works great if you have a book on hand as a prop. 99% of the time, atheists will say no unless they just want to give you a hard time. Then you ask, what would you believe about a person who believed a book could create itself? They often respond that the person would likely be of low intelligence or crazy. Then that's when you say, well, that's atheism. An atheist believes the scientific impossibility that everything was created from nothing. At this time, we bring DNA into the conversation. DNA is the genetic information coded in the cell of every living thing, which instructs us how to grow and how to function. It's our genes that determine whether we will be short or tall, the color of our hair, eyes, skin complexion, etc. It determines the design, size, colors, and characteristics of animals, plant life, insects, pre-written, and every living thing. Another amazing fact is that it's all been pre-written. Did you know if DNA instructions were laid out from end to end, they would go to the sun and back multiple times? Think about that. The sun is 93 million miles away from the Earth. DNA is commonly referred to by scientists as the book of life. Bill Gates said, DNA is like a computer program, but far, far more advanced than any software ever created. So then you ask the atheist or agnostic, do you believe DNA, the book of life, created itself? Just by stopping there, your job is done. You have proven to their intellect, without doubt, that the beautifully designed and complex creation of the earth and everything in it has an intelligent designer and creator, which can only be God. You don't have to engage in an argument after that question. If they refuse to acknowledge that there is an intelligent creator after that presentation, they are most likely trying to avoid moral responsibility and accountability. I recommend that you kindly give them a ministry track. Depart peacefully